So yes, that was Mr. Kothari actually sharing with us the new reality. I believe that many a times, many years for now, we've never used the word physical event. It was automatically understood that it's a physical event. But ever since with the dawn of the COVID and the pandemic happening, we have managed to sort of demarcate that as physical and a virtual show. Of course, we are often told that the future is phygital. But while the future is phygital, it's important that in the present, we adopt these tools that are indeed necessary for us to communicate with our clients. And I think Mr. Kothari brought about some very interesting set of tools, apps, and all these important pointers. Just along with all of you, even I've been doing a lot of screenshots over here because it was kind of eye-opening for me as well. The hygiene around, having the Zoom calls with the clients, the kind of tools that can also help you in order to take down your notes in terms of Evernote or having some important apps like Hunter.io and many more. I think what also happens is with digitization, it's the ease and the convenience that we are all experiencing to make our conversations, to make these transactions smooth. So I think that was a very enriching session there from Mr. Kothari. So I believe that along with all of you, we've all been taking down notes. So with that, before we move on to our next session, I thought I'll take a minute or two to again explain about the beautiful features of this platform that you're all part of. I noticed that while you're all experiencing these interesting sessions over here, I also want to once again urge you all to keep those tweets coming using hashtag CIF21. We hope you're making the most of the networking lounge and at the same time the resource center in order to download all the necessary videos and materials that we have curated and created for you all. At the same time, there will be certain sessions both today and tomorrow where we'll take questions from the audience. When that happens, I'm going to request you to use the Ask Me chat box. So I will, of course, announce as and when we have time for any questions for certain sessions. So please do look forward to that. At the same time, I hope all of you are also geared up for our next segment. It's a very beautiful segment over here. And I'm sure all of you already have a good look at the agenda, so you already know what it is, but I will still make that announcement for all of you. So with that, what we're now going to do is quickly deep dive into our next beautiful segment of the program. We've been hearing from the stalwarts. We've been focusing on how the past allowed us to create a different present and what we can look forward to the future. But at the same time, it's also that time of the program where we move ahead and recognize the selfless acts of heroism from the MFD community. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the MFD Heroes Awards. This beautiful segment, what we're going to do is we're going to share across this beautiful AV, but let me also inform you that we have none other than Mr. Raghav Iyengar, who's the Chief Business Officer with Axis Mutual Fund, to take forward this segment for all of you. So first up, we'll have the AV on the screen, and then the segment will be taken forward by Mr. Raghav Iyengar. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. And on behalf of Axis Mutual Fund and Cafe Mutual, welcome to this very emotional and very touching segment that we came up with for this special edition of Idea Fest 2021. I think this year has been, I can't begin to describe it, and I'm sure many of my erstwhile speakers would have done a much better job. But it is, I've heard two words very frequently in the last 10 months. One of them is unprecedented, and the second one is pandemic. It just sort of, as you know, this whole pandemic just brought us into a completely different way of working, way of talking, way of engaging, and more importantly, it created significant challenges for all of us because we're all so used to a certain way of working, and then one fine day, abruptly, that work, just that way of working just stops, and we have to completely adapt to a new way. most of us just spent most of our time just trying to, adapt to the new way. But we had a lot of people within the community, and I'm sure you've read about a lot of the common men helping people out during the pandemic, helping them organize food, organize clothing, organize shelter. Because what this suddenly did was expose a lot of weaker sections of our society who really depend on that day-to-day living, on the day-to-day work for their regular living needs. We came upon this segment. It's there are a lot of instances that are available to the forum about regular normal people, but this is special to us because this is our MFTs, our MFT heroes, as we call them, our responsible heroes who, apart from doing the day-to-day jobs of counseling their customers, making sure transactions were getting processed, doing all the stuff in a very, very difficult environment, also managed to do a lot of good for society by just doing, taking care of what you and I think are very, very normal things like getting food, getting shelter, getting clothing. All this had completely stopped for a large section of the society. The aim of this awards is nothing but to just create a sense of pride for all of us that within our small community we were able to find responsible people who were able to do this great community service, and more importantly inspire people like us or to do more for society. Because very clearly, if you give to society, society will give back to you. It's a beautiful circle, and we need more such heroes. This theme works very well with us at Axis because we are the responsible fund house. Our basic theme is that we will not do any harm to our customers' investments, and by our customers we mean our partners. The mandate of our fund is to come out with new and engaging ideas which are very, very relevant. We were amongst the first people. We loved the ESG theme, which has now become very popular. We have done a lot of. I think the our job is, in some sense, we are all heroes because what we are trying to do is convert our investors' savings into investments, and that's a very, very difficult job. ये बोलने के लिए बहुत आसान है. हमारा काम क्या है, हम लोग पैसे ले लेते हैं and then we invest it and then we go ahead and then we monitor it. But that's not the case. Especially over the last 10 months, you have had practically 5 years of movement of the market happening in like in 3 months' time, and that puts a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation from us. And I'm so happy and proud to tell all of us that we've done a fantastic job. I think the industry is in a very, very good shape thanks to selfless people like you. How did we do these awards? I think very clearly we have a very good jury. We have obviously Prem Khatri. We have Dhruv Mehta, who's a very, very renowned, in fact, one of the pioneering, if I may use the word, MFTs in the country today. I think, and between the three of us, we are the jury members. I am proud to be a jury member because I think sometimes I'm very unqualified to be part of this beautiful team. We had sent out a lot of mailers to all our MFT community asking them whether they did anything special for their community, whether they helped some parts of their community. We followed it up with a very big social media presence, and we received a fair number of entries. And within those entries, we were able to, given the constraints of time, because I think to my mind, all the entries we received are heroes. All of them are worth giving awards. But we had the difficult job of selecting only 8 people. And those 8 people, out of those 8 people, we will have 4 today and more importantly, 4 tomorrow. So as I said, just to wrap up, this is a very, very special section, very special session and section for me. Axis is very, very proud and happy to be part of this whole initiative that has been done by Cafe Mutual. We're very, very happy to be working together, and I can't think of a better platform on which to do something like this. And hopefully, by doing this, we inspire a few more people to do great things for the community because ultimately that's what our overall long-term goal should be. So yes, without too much, that's what I wanted to say. I like to just announce and start the awards by talking of our first winner. Our first winner is Nikhat Ashraf Mohammadi. She is from Mumbai. Uh, she's fantastic. I mean, most of us, she cooked meals for 150 people. It's not a joke. I mean, I fortunately, thanks to the pandemic, unfortunately, I did a lot of work because in the first 2 months, as you know, movement was completely restricted. We all were washing clothes, washing dishes. I had uh, the task of trying to help my wife cook food a little bit because I was very bad at it. So I was immediately kicked out. So I cannot imagine. मुझे पता ही नहीं, I can't even visualize how Nikat has been able to do cooking for 150 people daily. Uh, she started it on her own and she started distributing it. And then over a period of time, her friends and neighbors all started supporting her in this initiative. And she formed a small community called Ek Choti Si Asha. And this is to help underprivileged people. And as I told you in the beginning, thanks to the lockdown, many people had lost their livelihood. खाना पीने का तकलीफ हो रहा था. So in that sense, our first award, when I'm proud to announce, is Nikat Ashraf Mohammadi. Nikat, can we please? Perfect.
निकहत मोहम्मदी हैं जो मर्दों के शाना बशाना और कदम से कदम मिलाकर मुंबई के लॉकडाउन में फंसे लोगों को खाना खिला रही हैं। मुंबई के मुस्लिम अक्सरियती इलाका बिश्ती मोहल्ला में सुन्नी मुस्लिम घाची जमात खाने में लॉकडाउन के बाद से ही खाना बनाना और उसे हर इलाके में भूखों तक पहुंचाने की जिम्मेदारी निकहत मोहम्मदी ने ली है। हमने निकहत मोहम्मदी से इस बारे में जब बात की तो उन्होंने बताया
150 लोगों को खाना खिलाने चले थे और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आज हमारे साथ कम से कम 10 NGOs जुड़े हुए हैं, जिसमें जाइंट्स ग्रुप है, जिसके अंदर बी ह्यूमन फाउंडेशन है, गरिमा फाउंडेशन है, ग्लोबल कम्युनिटी है और भी बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे NGOs हैं जो मिलके साथ में काम कर रहे हैं और 97,000 लोगों को खाना पहुंचाने की अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम लोगों ने मेहनत की और 97,000 लोगों को कल हम लोग खाना पहुंचाने में कामयाब हुए। उम्मीद तो ये है कि अगर आप देखें इस्लाम से 5 लाख लोग हैं जिनको खाना अभी ना राशन की सूरत में मिल रहा है ना खाने की सूरत में मिल रहा है। हमारी कोशिश यही है कि अगर हमारे पास फंडिंग अवेलेबल हो तो हम पूरे 5 लाख लोगों तक पहुँच पाते हैं।
Nikat, my hearty congratulations to you. It is such a pleasure to see you, and I really look forward to meeting you in person. But I have a few questions for you. I hope that is okay.
Thank you so much for this beautiful gesture, and I'm more than humbled and overjoyed that I'm receiving this on behalf of 450 volunteers who are day in and day out working एकदम tirelessly to cause this for the humanity.
Thank you, Nikat. What made you cook this food for 150 people, Nikat? I mean, it's such a huge number. it's just, how did you get to that?
So I happen to stay at Crawford Market, which is the hustle and bustle of Mumbai. And if you see, there are a lot of daily wage workers who are dependent on daily earnings. And when this pandemic started, I happened to came across one daily wage worker who was actually in tears. I used to usually take his services for picking things and delivering to office and things like that. And he was actually in tears and he told me, "Baji, 24 घंटे से पानी और खाना नहीं मिला है."
That is so sad.
That was so heartbreaking. And that is the moment when I decided that we have to do something for them. So that night, whatever we had at home, I just arranged to send it across to him. And the second day, I contacted one of my friends who was already since last 8-10 months doing this free distribution of foods on a very small scale. And I told him, okay, Zuhair, send me 150 meals. I want to do free distribution. And it was within 10 to 15 minutes, the whole packs were gone. And people were so desperate. I mean, they was desperate to feed their children, their families, because there was no people like us who could order on Amazon or who had at least access to funds. They could buy groceries. But these daily wage workers,
had nothing.
First of all, they didn't have money. Second, whenever they wanted to approach the market, they were hit by police through danda, lati charge and all those things. So they practically had no access to food at all. And that is how this movement started. Within a week's time, we were at 10,000 meals per day.
Wow.
And within 15 days, we were 50,000 meals per day. And the beauty of this work was that the police, the BMC, all of them got involved. They were identifying areas where they needed food. So my role was basically to collaborate with different people, raise funds, arrange groceries or the raw materials, and then get it cooked.
So, what is Choti Si Asha doing now? Is it yet there? Because now things seem to be slowly coming back.
So Choti Si Asha was the name of this movement where we wanted to really reach out to stranded laborers. Mainly this food drive was for stranded laborers. So currently we are setting up a counseling center and mainly the whole context is that we want to help people through counseling and mentoring, because a lot of people, even white collar people, they have not come out of the trauma, the kind of trauma they had to go through
for those 5-6 months. Yes,
that's right. So currently we are working on setting up a counseling center, and alhamdulillah, like there are a lot of community fridge which are set up not in Choti Si Asha but with the collaboration of other people. But that is one of the main thing that we have in pipeline, that we will be setting up a proper kitchen where people can avail free meals at any time. Anybody can avail free meals at any time.
Thank you, Nikhil. I think that was such a lovely conversation, and God bless you. And may your efforts continue to keep giving fruit to all of us. And yes, I think it's a proud. It's been my pride to talk to you. It's been such a fantastic conversation. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I'm really humbled. Thank you so much.
Our next winner is somebody who has done such a fantastic thing that I can't even. I mean, it's difficult for me to even describe it, but let me try. The next winner is from Nasik. His name is Tushar Kulkarni. And what did Tushar do? I think is something which is very unique. Tushar actually started doing cremation of COVID victims after receiving a request from the Nasik police. So this was obviously, as you know, we had a very high death toll. We had a lot of people who unfortunately lost their lives, but the basic last rites of many of those people were not able to be done. I mean, and I know all of us, hamare sabke kareeb mein we have all lost somebody, and the most, apart from obviously losing that person, the second worst experience which I've been informed is the fact of the whole process of the last rites. And because it was in a pandemic period, very few people allowed, people are not able to go. So the normal जो हमारे साथ होता है when somebody passes away, the beauty of staying in India is that you get a lot of support, family, friends, relatives, सब आ जाते हैं. But because of the pandemic, a lot of that was not able to be done. And our next award winner is Tushar, who has actually helped cremate those bodies in the crematorium. And after each crematorium, he had to go into compulsory quarantine for about 3 days because of the pandemic rules, and obviously to keep himself free from the COVID-19. Till November 2020, he's done something like 50 cremations. So my hats off to you, my pranam. So can we play the AV please for Tushar? तुषार जी प्रणाम. आई कांट आपसे मैं कैसे बोलूं, मतलब मुझे आप जो किया है समथिंग फैंटास्टिक. आई मीन विश्वास ही नहीं होता है, ऐसे लोग रहते हैं मुझे कि मैं तो सोचा खाली ये सब, बट इट्स अ रियल ऑनर सर फॉर मी टू टॉक टू यू. एंड एक चीज बताइए सर, ये आप क्रीमेशन में कैसे अंदर चले गए, मतलब आप कैसे इन्वॉल्व हो गए क्रीमेशन? हाउ डिड यू फील योरसेल्फ नेसेसिटी टू इन्वॉल्व योरसेल्फ इन दिस? सर थोड़ा वॉल्यूम, आई थिंक आप म्यूट पे हो सर. तुषार जी थोड़ा अनम्यूट कर दीजिए.
कैन यू हियर मी?
यस यस क्लियरली सर.
नासिक में जब कोविड शुरू हुआ था तो पहले शुरू के दिनों में नासिक में इतना उसका प्रभाव नहीं था, लेकिन बाद में जैसे जैसे नासिक में भी पेशेंट्स बढ़ने लगे, सो नासिक लोकल जो पुलिस अथॉरिटी थे उन्होंने हमें कहा था कि क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ने कहा था कि जो बॉडीज जो थे लोग मतलब रिलेटिव्स नहीं तैयार थे, क्योंकि वो फियर कर रहे थे कि हमें कहीं उनसे हो जाए। तो इसलिए नासिक पुलिस हैज अप्रोच अस कि उन्होंने कहा कि आप क्या कर सकेंगे। तो हमने एक दिन का वक्त लिया उनसे कि वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट सम कार्यकर्ता, देन एक स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर भी तैयार करना था, और जो करेंगे उनको कुछ ना हो इसका भी हमें इंतजाम करना था, क्योंकि जो इन्वॉल्व होंगे उनके लिए भी हमें कुछ ना कुछ करना था। तो नासिक के 2-3 बड़े डॉक्टर्स को हमने इन्वॉल्व किया इसमें, जिन्होंने बेसिकली सपोर्ट किया कि कैसे उसको ऑपरेट किया जाए, हाउ टू हैंडल द बॉडी, उसको कैसे ट्रीट किया जाए। हमारा जो काम था वो फिर नासिक सिविल हॉस्पिटल से हमें जब कोई भी डेथ होता था, एक्सपीरियंस इज वेरी, मतलब मैं उसे डिस्क्राइब नहीं कर सकता हूँ कि बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे थे कि किसी की मम्मी की डेथ हुई है, माँ की डेथ हुई है, लेकिन लड़का तैयार नहीं है उसके क्रीमेशन के लिए। दिस वाज द सिचुएशन, और बहुत बुरा भी लगता था, लेकिन कुछ कर भी नहीं पाते थे। तो नासिक सिविल हॉस्पिटल में हम वहां से हमें फोन आता था कि, और ये एक इमरजेंसी वर्क था, मतलब हमने उनको कहा था कि ऐसे डेथ होने के बाद 1 घंटे के हम उनको रिस्पॉन्स, 1 घंटे के अंदर हम उनको रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे। सो हमने टीम बनाया था, टीम के साथ हम लोग काम कर रहे थे। 4 लोग जो थे वो पीपीई किट पहन के वो बॉडी को प्रॉपरली हैंडल करते थे, और 2 लोग जो थे उनको सपोर्ट सिस्टम में रहते थे। जैसे सिविल हॉस्पिटल में हमारे नंबर वहां रजिस्टर किए हुए थे सारे उनके जो अथॉरिटीज थे उनके पास, सो दे कॉल्ड, हमें वो कॉल करते थे कि ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है। तो हम लोग तुरंत वहां जाके पीपीई किट पहन के सारी चीजों का इंतजाम करके, जो एम्बुलेंसेस था उसका इंतजाम करके हम लोग वहां पहुंचते थे। उसके बाद वो बॉडी को हम लोग उसको लेते थे। बॉडी पूरी कवर की हुई बॉडी हम लेते थे, प्लास्टिक बैग में रैप की हुई बॉडी को हम लोग लेते थे, और उसको हम लोग अमरधाम जो नासिक का क्रीमेशन सेंटर है वहां हम उसको लेके जाते थे। और एज गवर्नमेंट में भी ये किया था कि उसको क्योंकि नासिक में ऐसा है कि दोनों टाइप का अभी भी क्रीमेशन होता है, जैसा हम ट्रेडिशनली करते हैं लकड़ी के साथ, और इलेक्ट्रिक भी है, लेकिन इन कोविड सिचुएशन कंपलसरी इलेक्ट्रिक का ये था। तो हम वहां भी जाके हम लोग उसको पूरी मतलब इसके साथ उसका क्रीमेशन हम लोग करते थे। वहां जाने के बाद सबसे बहुत मतलब एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा था कि ये सारी प्रोसीजर को ऐसे बोलने में 1-2 मिनट भी नहीं लगेंगे, लेकिन ये सारी प्रोसीजर को होते होते कम से कम, क्योंकि बॉडी को वहां से निकलना, वहां से सारे डॉक्यूमेंट होना, डेथ सर्टिफिकेट तैयार होना, ये सारी चीजों को बहुत वक्त लगता था। और उसके साथ 3-3.5-4 घंटा वो पीपी किट पहनना, इट इज द मोस्ट डेंजरस थिंग। और उसमें सारे जो हम लोग और काफी ह्यूमिड था एटमॉस्फेयर, तो ड्रेन आउट हो जाते थे। तो जब अमरधाम में हम लोग पहुंचे थे तो वहां भी बॉडी को एम्बुलेंस से निकाल के वो क्रीमेशन की इसमें डालना, और फिर वहां से उसकी जो उनके जो रिलेटिव्स है उनको हम लोग ये करते थे। इसमें बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस थे। सिविल हॉस्पिटल में हम लोग रेगुलरली जाते थे, तो हमारे घर के आजू बाजू वाले लोग जो थे वो बहुत
घबराए हुए थे। मतलब आपका फैमिली ने क्या बोला सर? मेरे को वो समझ नहीं आ रहा है। मतलब आपका फैमिली का क्या रिएक्शन?
शुरू में फैमिली का रिएक्शन बहुत खतरनाक था। सारी दुनिया वहां
भाग रही है, आप उसके पास ही जा रहे हो, मतलब आप उल्टे साइड पे जा रहे हो। मतलब
मैंने शुरू से मेरे फैमिली में एक चीज समझाए थे कि सर ये जो डिसीज है ना, ये कोरोना है, ये मानसिक रोग है, ये उसको नहीं होगा जो मेंटली बहुत स्ट्रांग है, उसको कभी नहीं होगा। क्योंकि मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों का डेथ भी देखा उस सारी सिचुएशन में, कि जो सिर्फ क्यों उनका डेथ क्यों हो गया, वो दे आर वेरी फाइन, लेकिन वो मन से हार चुके थे, इसलिए वो कोरोना के शिकार बने हैं। सो मेरे फैमिली को भी मैंने यही समझाया कि ये मानसिक रोग है, मुझे कुछ नहीं होने वाला, आप चिंता मत करो। और बाय गॉड ग्रेस अभी तक तो कुछ हुआ नहीं है।
सर आपका क्या मैसेज है हमारे एमएफटी?
सर मेरा मैसेज यही रहेगा कि आप हमेशा सोसाइटी के साथ रहिए, क्योंकि बीइंग अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स सोसाइटी हमें तो देते ही रहता है, हम लोग वही काम करते हैं. मराठी में हम बिंग मराठी स्वार्थातून परमार्थाकडे जायचं असतं. त्यामुळे इट्स अ वेरी ग्रेट थिंग कि हम लोग वो जो परमार्थ है उसको भी निभाते जाएंगे, तब हमारा स्वार्थ भी बनेगा कि लोगों से हम जुड़ेंगे, अच्छे काम के लिए जुड़ेंगे, तो लोग भी हमारे यहाँ से. बिजनेस तो होता रहेगा, बिजनेस तो आता ही है, बिजनेस हमें करना भी है, लेकिन उसके साथ जो कुछ छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जिनको हम समाज के साथ कुछ ना कुछ कर पाए, तो वो बहुत मतलब अच्छा होगा. सो मैं सारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को यही कहूंगा कि आप बिजनेस के साथ जितने फैमिली से आप जुड़े हुए हो उनकी कुछ ना कुछ सहायता करने की जरूर कोशिश करिएगा. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. सर मैं एक चीज,
थैंक यू कुशाल जी, थैंक यू. सॉरी, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे
जी. मैं एक चीज को अप्रिशिएट करना चाहूंगा, कैफे म्यूचुअल, एक्सिस म्यूचुअल फंड. देन सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग जो सर मैं कहना रह गया, हमारी जो नासिक की लोकल IFA की एसोसिएशन है, गुंतवणूक प्रतिनिधि विकास संस्था, तो एक्चुअली इस चीज के मतलब ये ऐसा अवार्ड देना था, और बेसिकली मुझे बहुत अच्छा नहीं लगता है कि मैं किसी ऐसे चीज का अवार्ड लूं कि जिसमें मैंने कुछ सोसाइटी के लिए किया है. ये सर ऐसा है कि क्या
नहीं सर, आप ऐसे हमको इंस्पायर करते रहिए सर. आई थिंक ये अवार्ड वो
थैंक यू
अवार्ड आपके लिए नहीं है सर, ये अवार्ड हम सब के लिए इंस्पायर होने के लिए सर.
मैं भी सर, ये मेरे सारे जिन्होंने मेरे साथ काम किया है उनके बिहाफ पे उसको मैं एक्चुअली रिसीव कर रहा हूँ. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर.
थैंक यू तुषार जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. थैंक यू. Our next award winner is somebody who again is from Bombay, Anu Lekha. Anu Lekha has done something very, very interesting. She has helped two underprivileged families during this epidemic. She knew about one underprivileged student who unfortunately suffered a damage on his eye. And as his parents were daily wage earners, they could not pay the bill for the treatment. So what did Anu Lekha do? She paid about 45,000 rupees from the operation. She met the doctor, she fixed the appointment, and she got that boy operated and took care of the student. She also paid another 50,000 rupees from her own pocket to help the education of a very, very bright student, unfortunately, who would have given up his education if it had not been for Anu Lekha's generous contribution. So our next award winner for the day is Anu Lekha. May we play the AV, please?
मेरा आँख का ऑपरेशन हुआ है, तो मैं बहुत अच्छा फील कर रहा हूँ और मैं पढ़ाई भी बहुत अच्छा कर सकता हूँ.
It is a national level entrance exam. It is the only entrance exam conducted in India for entering in a medical world. It is important for me because I want to be a successful doctor in a life and need provide me such a platform to achieve it. It is tough and I need to compete with many others who are trying for the same. Behind this, there is the biggest role of our classes. It provides notes, conducting regular test series and helping me out to solve a tricky questions which give me the edge to take a part in this competition and also excel the student to achieve it.
Good afternoon, Anu Lekha.
Hi,
my hearty congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We've only heard of such stories. I keep following some of these beautiful stories on Twitter. It is an absolute pleasure for me to actually meet someone who has actually really helped somebody in need.
Right.
How did you get to know about these children? I mean, in this whole environment that we've been in the last 6-7 months, how did you get to know that these two children had a big problem?
So let me thank Cafe Mutual first for this honor. So we've been associated with the parents of these children for a fairly long time, and we had been tracking their progress. So when the COVID hit, obviously, children also had to face the brunt of it, and the parents had more urgent priorities to deal with. And their dreams would lie unfulfilled. So we thought that why not step in and help them. And it was not only, helping them financially, but also like for one of the kids, it was also meeting the doctor, understanding the pros and cons.
Yes.
They would not have been able to do this, independently.
Yes.
And also for the second child, also to identify the right coaching center, what would be good for him, what not be good. So we help them in that way also. And both these kids are academically very brilliant, and we knew about that. So if with this step, we at least help them fulfill
that.
their dreams and help them out.
I think a point you made was so valid to all of us, especially people who live in this fast-paced life that we are doing right now. Is that I think time is an equal donation, if not more, than the money. I think we all, I mean, what you did in terms of handing out the money was fantastic, but actually giving up the time to actually go out and facilitate, because I think complicated surgeries need someone to simplify it. In some sense, like what you guys, I guess you do with your clients, because our industry is very, very complicated. I mean, markets go up and down every day, but ultimately, in that sense, yes, you had some bit of experience in coaching your people. So why did you decide to help these children? Because you felt they were so bright? I mean, or is it something what did you feel? I mean, why did I'm not able to, all of us do this small donations and stuff, but you taking such a big step, putting such a large amount of money, and obviously one person, so it's life changing in terms of his eyesight. I cannot even visualize anybody going blind. The other person, of course, I think will be life changing in terms of his future. Why did you do that?
So at Visionwell, we believe in being the force for good, where we not only help our clients achieve this financial independence, which we help them with, but also contribute to the ecosystem of our employees, our partners, or anyone whom we work with.
Right?
Yeah. So and since it's a small drop in the ocean of what we did. So we hope that we can keep contributing to children, and each child. I think each child should have an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
So to make the most of that, if we could help them in whatever little way possible, it feels great.
Oh, that's an absolutely generous thing that you've done, Anuleka, and thank you very much. And any last thoughts for all the people watching you now?
So yeah, apart from doing your regular work, keep helping people in whatever. It doesn't have to be financially, but in whatever way you can, it makes you feel very good.
Yes, I think like you rightly pointed out, the time that you spend with people is something which is it gives people a lot of consolation and support, I think, at this point of time. And I think being human about it is the best thing that you've done. Thank you very much, Anuleka. And yes, thank you. God bless you. Yes.
Thank you.
Our last award winner for today, today's program is Munawar Khan from Bhopal. Munawar actually works for a very large distribution company called Vision Advisory. Munawar ne kya kiya hai? He distributed ration and packets and meals to underprivileged children and families and migrant workers. If all of us remember the month of May, June, when the lockdown was removed for a period of time, it led to one of the largest migrations back from big cities like Bombay and other centers, all the way back to their villages. And many of those people just left without any provisions or without any idea how long. They just wanted to get out of Bombay. So I don't know, I remember a lot of those images mere dimag mein abhi bhi hai, of people actually sleeping on the road, not getting food to eat. And there I think Munawar actually did something fantastic. He pooled money with a lot of his other like-minded people. He has distributed food at the right time, because I think food at that time is almost like prasad. And he does this all the time. Abhi bhi, I think I don't know if you've been noticing, but yeah, aajkal ka weather has got very, very cold. Bombay humko pata nahi lagta hai, because Bombay has only 3 types of weather: hot, hotter, hottest. But other parts of the country mein kafi thand tha. And again, Munawar has again taken the initiative of distributing blankets to people when especially in the last 1 month, when the entire north has been under a severe cold wave. Congratulations, Munawar ji, and thank you. Can we play the AV, please? Congratulations, Munawar जी.
नमस्कार सर, थैंक यू.
नहीं आपको सब नमस्कार. आई थिंक आपने जो किया है, आई थिंक इट्स समथिंग एज एन एग्जांपल हमारे सब लोग के लिए. या आप पहले से भी काफी ह्यूमैनिटेरियन वर्क करते आ रहे हैं मुनावर जी अभी, बट ये इसका आपका इंस्पिरेशन क्या था? मतलब हम सब करना चाहते हैं पर आपने किया है, इसके पीछे कुछ तो ये कहानी होगा, कोई तो इंस्पिरेशन होगा इसकी. हाँ.
कहानी बस वही है क्योंकि ये सब कुछ हम बचपन से देखते आ रहे हैं, तो मेरे माता पिता भी इस चीज पे रेगुलर करते आए हैं, उस कारण से मैं इन सब चीजों को करने लगा.
राइट, ओके.
तो हम बचपन से जो देखते हुए आते हैं वही चीज हम फॉलो करते हैं.
आपको ये आप जब फूड पैकेट दे रहे थे, राशन दे रहे थे, आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं था कि आपको कोविड में इफेक्ट हो जाएंगे, आपको कुछ बीमारी आ जाएगी? बिकॉज उस टाइम पे काफी लोग डरे हुए थे उस टाइम पे, आपको याद होगा.
हाँ सर, पर इस चीज का डर जो था वो मेरे दिमाग में बिल्कुल नहीं था, क्योंकि देखिए मेरी वाइफ ने मुझे इस चीज पे सपोर्ट किया और मेरी वाइफ ने मुझे बोला कि आप तो जाओ, जो होगा वो देखा जाएगा.
अरे वाह, फैंटास्टिक, एक्सीलेंट.
तो बस तो यही मोरल सपोर्ट काफी था ना सर.
यस.
बस. और जब हम राशन किट्स को रेगुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने लगे, जब हमने शुरुआत की थी, तो शुरुआत की स्टोरी तो एक सिंपल सी है कि मेरी एक फेवरेट मोटरसाइकिल है रॉयल एनफील्ड.
okay.
उसको मैंने 1 महीने पहले सोल्ड आउट किया था और वो फंड्स मेरे पास ऑलरेडी रखा हुआ था. और अचानक से ये लॉकडाउन हुआ और वो पैसा मैंने इधर लगाना शुरू कर दिया.
फैंटास्टिक.
और फिर धीरे धीरे मैं फंड रेज करने लगा, कुछ अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट भी मैंने रिडम्पशन किया और धीरे धीरे करके मैं ये सब चीजें करने लगा. तो काफी सारे लोकल पुलिस से भी सपोर्ट मिले मुझे, काफी सारे वॉलंटियर्स मेरे साथ इकट्ठे हो गए, और मैं जिस मल्टी स्टोरी में रहता था वहां से भी काफी लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया. तो वो ऐसे करके, और हम आइडेंटिफाई लोगों को करने के बाद ही उन तक पहुंचते थे.
हमने एक चीज देखा है सर, एक आदमी चाहिए थोड़ा आगे आने के लिए, एंड फिर उसके पीछे कम्युनिटी लग जाता है. तो हमारे साथ भी वही हुआ था. हमारे बिल्डिंग में भी आपके जैसे एक महाप्राणी है, उन्होंने ऐसे काम किया, बट उसके पीछे इतना सपोर्ट मिला, इतना कंट्रीब्यूशन मिला. बट सर आपको ये चीज करने में कितना टाइम किधर मिलता है? एनर्जी तो आपके शक्ल में दिख रहा है, आपसे बात करते हैं मुझे एनर्जी मिल रहा है, बट तो आप तो एनर्जेटिक ही लगते हो. ये टाइम किधर मिलता है आपको ये सब करने के?
सर देखिए, लॉकडाउन के अंदर मैं फ्रैंकली अगर स्पीकिंग आपसे करूं तो मैंने विजन एडवाइजरी में एक ईमेल लिख दिया था कि मैं ये पूरे लॉकडाउन के अंदर ऑफिशियल वर्क कोई भी नहीं करूंगा. अच्छा. आप उसकी मुझे सैलरी नहीं दे मुझे चलेगा, मैं सिर्फ ह्यूमैनिटी के लिए काम करूंगा.
फैंटास्टिक.
पर मेरे बॉस की अच्छाई थी, मेरे बॉस ने मुझे बोल दिया कि तुम ह्यूमैनिटी के लिए काम करो, जो होगा वो देखा जाएगा.
फैंटास्टिक. तो उसने सैलरी दिया ना आपको फिर?
सैलरी दी ना सर पूरी.
अरे फैंटास्टिक, वेरी गुड. तो वेरी गुड. धन्यवाद मुनावर जी, थैंक यू. आपके लास्ट में जाते जाते एक मैसेज हमारे सब MFD भाइयों के लिए, भाइयों बहनों के लिए.
देखिए सर, मैं तो सिंपली सभी को एक सिंपल मैसेज देना चाहूंगा कि देखिए, हम अपने बारे में हमेशा सोचते हैं, कई बार दूसरों के बारे में अगर हम सोच के देखेंगे और दूसरों के चेहरे पे अपने कारण अगर खुशी आए, तो वो फीलिंग जो होगी वो सबसे अलग होगी सर.
That is agree. Fantastic. I completely agree with you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Sir.
No, I think thank you very much, all the 4 award winners. My congratulations. Dear, look forward to joining. Please join us tomorrow for the second part of this very, very interesting and very different set of awards that we are proud to associate ourselves with Cafe Mutual for. I'm sure you have a fantastic ahead. Yeah.